Florida's and the country's greatest automotive show. Stand and line Daytona's 4-mile beach and road course 3 deep. This is the first running of the new cars, and the fans are waiting to see how Detroit's best can run when the chips are down. Daytona's Grand National every February is the first of more than 2,000 auto races, which are seen by more than 25 million fans each year. How will the new cars run? Drivers and mechanics are asking this question too. Cotton Owens, winner at record speed here last year, and trying for 2 in a row, drives a Pontiac. Joe Weatherly and billionaire sportsman Curtis Turner are 2 fierce Leadfoots, both handling Fords. Mechanics make their final adjustments. Everything has to be right. Everything has to stay right. Checked and rechecked. Some mechanics have been working day and night, readying their cars for the long grind ahead. But time runs out. The work began behind closed doors in Smokey Unick's trucking garage, only 5 miles from the world's most famous beach. The National Association for Stockcar Advancement and Research, NASCAR, rules on what can and can't be done to improve performance. To add safety at high speed, the body and suspension may be reworked and strengthened. The engine is tuned to deliver peak performance, but no modification in engine size is permitted. Headlights are removed. Chrome, door handles, hubcaps, anything that adds weight without improving performance is also removed. The passenger half of the front seat is cut away, and the driver's area is padded to hold the driver firmly as he turns corners at 120 miles an hour. A seat belt gives the driver added security, and with an aircraft-type shoulder harness, prevents injury in sudden stops. They also hold the driver firmly in his seat so that he is free to control his car. Roll bars are installed. These bars go through the floor to anchor on the chassis members. NASCAR insists that roll bars protect all competition cars. The upholstery, rear seats, and floor mats are removed to reduce weight and eliminate hazards in case of fire. The original paint and chrome is removed from the dashboard, and in its place a dull anti-reflective coating is applied. Glare in the driver's eyes could cause a serious accident at racing speed. The instrument panel is functional and easy to read. The 4 instruments from right to left are tachometer, or engine revolution counter, a fuel gauge, a water temperature gauge, and at far left, an oil pressure gauge. The horn and horn ring have been removed as a safety factor. Severe injuries have been caused by a broken horn ring, and race drivers know a good driver doesn't depend on his horn. Beneath the car, the suspension is toughened, and a plain pipe exhaust system with no muffler to hold back internal pressures allows the engine to deliver maximum power. With all basic modifications made, Smokey's next job is to test run. At racing speed, the job of stopping nearly 2 tons of car becomes a new factor in performance. Smokey and the brake lining manufacturers put their heads together to engineer a setup that will do the job and do it right. While Smokey works over his racing car, testing for highway performance goes on in other ways. At a nearby airport, NASCAR has developed and organized a new safety test, which tells the manufacturer and the motoring public just how well his car performs under actual highway conditions. These passing tests are a new challenge at Daytona, and practically every make of car, foreign and domestic, is competing in this highway test. It works like this. A pace car travels at a constant speed of 50 miles per hour. The car to be tested has to pull out, pass, and pull in the shortest possible distance. A 15-foot bamboo pole is extended ahead of the pace car, and to make contact with this or with the trailing safety marker at any time calls for a disqualification. The speed of the pace car is maintained by the use of a precision electrical speed indicator that operates through a 5th wheel riding at the rear of the car. Sounds difficult? Vicki Wood, top-notch woman driver, says it's just pull out, pass, and pull in. Tom McCahill at the wheel of a Pontiac begins his run. The pace car is up to speed. Now it's through the gates and swing out. Full acceleration and swing in. All in 196 1/3 yards. Now it's Vicky's turn. She's ready. The pace car towing the safety flag picks up speed. Traveling now at a constant 50 miles per hour. Over the line and out into the passing lane. Back into the safe lane in the shortest distance of all, 177 yards. A woman driver shows them all how it's done. As the testing here comes to an end, Smokey has to be convinced that this car will carry its driver, Paul Goldsmith, to the winner's circle. The final test run begins. Run after run, the big number 3 is shaken down. Mile after mile at better than 140 miles an hour. Finally, the testing is over. It's ready for the beach. The famous measured mile, a section of beach just north of the track area, where for the past 50 years, men of speed have written the record books. Now that same measured mile will serve as the straightaway run that will determine starting positions for the 45 hopeful entrants. Timing through the 1 mile section is accurately recorded by photoelectric cells, now being sighted and adjusted by NASCAR officials. When the invisible beam of light is broken, the clocks are stopped and the information is transmitted to the control tower, where NASCAR officials can compute speeds to within 1/100th of a second. An intercommunication system extending to the north end of the 5 mile stretch of beach keeps all other officials informed. The track is clear, and the green flag goes to Speedy Thompson in a Chevrolet. The driver has a 2 mile run to accelerate before reaching top speed in the timing track. He's in the measured mile now and coming fast. The clocks are stopped, and the speed is 126.36 miles per hour. The go sign sends Buck Baker, national champion, roaring away down the beach in a Chevrolet. His speed is 126 miles per hour. A steady stream of cars, every make, roar down the beach to earn a starting position for the big show. Fords, Plymouths, Pontiacs, Oldsmobiles, Chevrolets, all making their bid for the pole position inside front row that goes to the fastest man of the day. It's Smokey's Pontiac on the line now, and 3 long months of preparation draws to an end. Paul Goldsmith waits behind the wheel. It's up to him now. Smokey's job is done. Here comes the leader, Goldsmith, at the end of the 2 mile backstretch. He dives into the south turn, driving a steady, even pace that is building a lead. Goldsmith in Pontiac number 3 is first, and driving hard into second is Curtis Turner in Ford number 26. Goldsmith is overtaking stragglers as they enter the north turn. Turner in number 26 has fought his way past 7 cars to hold second place. Down the backstretch at 104. Buck Baker, Grand National Champion in number 87, has come through the pack from 18th starting position and closes in on the leaders. Goldsmith's Pontiac is faster down the long straightaways. Turner broadsides through the turns a fraction of a second quicker. And here comes Turner taking the corner only 18 seconds behind the leader. Turner is roaring for a showdown fight. Goldsmith coming into the south turn. The leaders have set a car-killing pace. The high-banked south turn is littered with race cars that couldn't make it. Smoky Eunuch looks for Goldsmith. He wants to bring him in for refueling. A lap ago, he gave the signal, and he's due in any second. And here he comes into the pit, a near-empty gas tank. His windshield covered with sand and mud. Eunuch handles the refueling with the other crew members. Curtis Turner streaks past Goldsmith, still in the pit, and takes first place. Goldsmith waits. He wants to be on his way. Flying sand has given Goldsmith's extra wiper trouble, but there's no time to check it now. He roars away from the pit in 38 seconds, gunning for Turner. Turner, holding first position, can't run much longer without a pit stop. His fuel supply won't last the race. And here he comes, giving up first place to make this stop. The crew swarm over the car, hoping to get him out before Goldsmith can come around again. Turner is sweating it out, waiting for the crew to finish their job. The seconds slip away. Goldsmith roars by the pits and back into the lead. Turner's crew is done, and he pulls out right after Goldsmith. Goldsmith's Pontiac is first, and Turner pushes his number 26 Ford harder than ever right behind him. Turner's 44-second pit stop put him 12 seconds behind the leader, but this is still a wide-open race. Down the backstretch and into the south turn, Goldsmith setting a tremendous pace. In one lap, Goldsmith stretches his lead to 20 seconds. Smokey keeps him posted with a signboard. The north turn is getting rougher. Goldsmith enters the south turn, now with a 32-second lead. Here's Turner, bent on making up that lost time. Turner's mechanics are worried. Stopwatches show that he is late coming around. That spin cost him time. Here comes Turner, booming down the beach with Goldsmith's Pontiac almost a mile ahead. He's got to move now. There are only a few laps left. Goldsmith spins. He slides through the safety markers at the end of the straightaway, but recovers and gets back on course. Sand and spray obscured his vision as he entered the turn. Turner chops Goldsmith's lead to 14 seconds. Third place, Jack Smith in number 47 is right behind Turner. Anything can happen. There's the white flag. Only 60 miles, pounding in a tremendous race, ran as smoothly on the last lap as on the first.